Vice President Kamala Harris has tested positive for COVID. The White House announced that she has tested positive. Is not showing any symptoms. Is going to be working from the residence. This lets people know that COVID is still real. Remember, it was a few weeks ago that her husband, the second gentleman, that Doug Emhoff, that he contracted COVID. And now it is Vice President Kamala Harris herself who is testing positive for COVID. And so, again, I hope people realize that we can't play games with this. That is still real. Luckily, she is double vaccinated, got a booster as well, and has full protection. I tell you, it's interesting, Lauren. I posted a photo of me flying, goggles on, double mask, and all these crazy ass right-wing white conservatives posted saying, "Oh, you're a hero. Oh, look at you." And I have all these idiots, they've been tweeting me for a week. "Oh, now you've already had COVID once, so therefore you have natural immunity." As if they never heard of these breakthrough cases or people have actually gotten COVID twice.
Yeah, everybody's a medical expert. Everybody's a doctor. It's amazing how, we could have 1 million people die over a 2.5-year period. And people get so crazy in their feelings about somebody else wearing a mask on an airplane, a big enclosed space that circulates the same air. I just can't understand that. Why are we having these debates? Why are we talking about this after 1 million people are dead? It's embarrassing. It's crazy. And it's amazing how, and then, we'll probably end up talking about Twitter later, but I think so much of what drives this is social media and people's endless narcissistic need to be commenting on everybody's life and everything and every piece of synapse that comes to their head about everything. But why are you caring about what somebody else is doing on an airplane with their mask? It's like, mind your business. Like, why is that a thing? It's amazing.
And the thing here that I made clear to DeMario, and I said, if y'all don't like it, y'all all can kiss my ass. I mean, these people are utterly idiotic. I mean, they've been sending me nasty tweets. What the hell is wrong with you? It's about freedom. Why you should never leave the house. I'm like, y'all have got to be some of the dumbest people. And then I said, and I'm talking about that Jack whatever the hell his name, the dude behind the whole Pizzagate deal, or that dumbass Ben Shapiro, dumbass Tucker Carlson, and I could go on and on, dumbass Steve Deese. And I said, oh, did all y'all forget the 5 conservative radio talk show hosts who are dead of COVID?
Right.
All those folks. And so I keep, matter of fact, when I was flying from Dallas to Las Vegas, there are 20 people in first class, 18 white, 2 black. It was 2 people wearing a face mask. The 2 black people, me and this sister.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. Everywhere I go here, I'm in Oklahoma, they never wanted to wear masks anyway. Usually I'm the only person, or me and my wife, we're the only people with a mask on. But listen, I think we have to always remember what Dr. Nellie Fuller said, that if you don't understand white supremacy, everything else will only confuse you. And why that's important in this discussion, when we're talking about COVID, the sister stated, why 1 million people can die, no one cares. I truly believe that once it became clear that black people were dying at the fastest rate, that at that point, America said, we don't give a damn. We want these Negroes to be dead anyway. And at that point, it turned from being a true medical whatever to being a political issue. And these Negroes, we don't care if they die. And so I believe that we must keep that in mind. That this country truly does not want us to be successful, absolutely hates the fact that we are alive, and anything that's going to degrade us, they're okay with it. It's the same thing across not wanting health care for everyone. Well, black folks going to get it. We don't want it. Same thing about reducing student loan debt. Well, black folks going to benefit. We don't want it. You go down the list one by one by one by one. And I think that's a big deal when it comes to COVID.
Well, these are the same right-wing nuts who deny climate change, who say it doesn't exist. And I made it clear, I ain't listen to none of you fools about anything dealing with COVID. And if y'all white folks want to run out here and you want to get COVID and get sick, and the bottom line is we don't know how COVID, the long-term impacts on our brain, on our heart. I can't stand the fact that I got it in December, and I damn sure not trying to get it again.
You know, Roland, I just want to say too, you know, when back when Trump came to Tulsa back in 2020, and Herman Cain came here, and I don't want to laugh, but Herman Cain came here, and they made a big deal of having all these black folks there not wearing a mask, and Herman Cain died from COVID, and they were tweeting out on his Twitter the same day talking against masks and talking against COVID, and not one conservative, one white person, one white Trump, nobody said anything about Herman Cain sacrificing his life to be able to show that there's freedom and not wearing your mask. So you got to keep that in mind. These people don't care about life at all, and in particular if it's black life. So they want you not to have your mask on, Roland. They would love to see you get rid of and take off your great show that you have every day, informing and empowering our community.
And you're absolutely right. They were sitting here, Herman Cain dead, and Phil Valentine dead, Mustafa. We can go down the line. And these folks still sitting here being dumb, acting as if this is no big deal. And guess what? It's their families that regret it. How about that fool in Texas who was leading marches and protests against mandates, against masks, 3 kids, wife pregnant, his dumb ass get COVID, and he did.
You know, we might be done with COVID, but COVID's not done with us. I've had 2 friends. They're both in their 30s. One's in their early 30s. One's in their mid 30s who got COVID in the last 24 hours, or they got that they found out that they had it in the last 24 hours. So, I mean, it's still real, and it still disproportionately impacts our communities, but it impacts all communities. And for folks not to continue to take it serious and do the basics. That's the thing that's most frustrating, is that there are basic steps you can do to protect yourself, or to at least, do what you can to minimize the possibility of you getting, impacted by it. And folks won't even do that. And as it was said before, it's turned into a political issue instead of a healthcare issue. And we're going to continue to lose lives, and we're going to continue to get folks sick until we get serious about what the science says and not what Twitter says or Instagram says or Facebook says.
All right, folks, back to our Roland Mark Unfiltered video in just one moment. Folks, Black Star Network is here.
Oh, no punches!
I'm real revolutionary right now.
Support this man, Black Media. He makes sure that our stories are told.
Thank you for being the voice of Black America, Roland.
Stay black. I love y'all.
All momentum we have now, we have to keep this going.
The video looks phenomenal.
See, there's a difference between Black Star Network and black-owned media and something like CNN.
You can't be black-owned media and be scared.
It's time to be smart.
Bring your eyeballs home.
You dig?